Welcome back to the Past My Prime YouTube channel. Dustin Prime here, and yes, Pokemon, the most successful children's franchise in the world. But there's a dark side. Pokemon card scalping has been a problem since its start, but it has hit new levels of craziness in 2025. But wait, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to stay informed, and then comment down below, have you had to pay a scalped price, or worse, have you been the scalper? Now, back to the video. Jeez. Everybody just walks past her and just takes off. Oh my gosh. The dude flipped the TVs over to try to like keep everybody else like from catching up to them. So that clip's been going viral, and it actually got filmed from a few different angles. This is just crazy. Looks like an older dude and like a middle-aged dude. Ooh. I don't know if I can show that. There's like no employees there, even watching this happen. And I couldn't find out anything more about that story or that location where this fight broke out, but this clip was circulating like everywhere. And as I said, there was like no staff, so it was just every man for themselves. Everybody's trying to grab it. People are grabbing the same boxes, you know, trying to pull them away from each other. That guy elbowed that guy in the face. And you would have thought they would have learned by now, because we've seen this with things like PlayStation 5s and Nintendo Switches when they first came out. And it doesn't seem like any of these retailers really learned. Definitely not Costco. Which is a shame, because I'm a huge fan of Costco. And looking more into this subject, it doesn't seem like there's any, say, like corporate policy for the way they're supposed to do these releases, because I saw some clips that were like perfect. Okay, this is exactly how you should do it. And some that were just terrible. Like the good ones. Limit 2 per person. Yeah, everybody was just lined up, no problem. Grab your 2, keep the line moving until they're out. Here's another one.
Heck yeah, the man with the plan. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So they just have a guy there helping hand them out.
Yeah.
And I got the pool on top of that.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that's definitely the approach. Have the staff there, help them control it. You know, someone can't be buying the whole thing. They have a limit on the items. Much better. No fights breaking out. But then you have stuff like this. First guy arrives.
It's gonna be a limited 10, guys.
He just takes it from the, trying to take it from the middle. And the employee said limit of 10. And they're just standing here filming it.
It's gonna be a limited 10.
Gone in under 30 seconds. And so that's crazy. That was as soon as they open and someone's just back there filming it, probably like an employee, because they know they're going to post this and it's going to get a lot of hits, probably go viral. But then I saw another clip of even at another store, same thing. They set the pallet out and someone is like behind recording as they just let it go to free-for-all.
Hot. Here you go. This is how crazy is gonna get. Send them in right. Then you make sad one next to David Tactics or rifle. Why want? Or on here. Why?
So they like lined everybody up and then brought the pallet out. Looks like they got a manager there and she's just gonna drop it.
One gets fed out now. Are you? Go ahead. There you go. Hey, nice out.
Yeah, they're just like let them swarm it. Like you already had a line. You could have just controlled this. People getting knocked over.
opposite. Eats it for a life, and he's got her.
Gone. Whole pallet gone. That's just ridiculous. The manager or whomever is just standing right back there, knowing it's going to be a problem, and is just filming it, has it set up so they can capture the craziness. And what's really sad is for these scalpers really trying to rush the items and get as many as they can as soon as the store opens. It seems like there's more bad clips of this happening than there are of clips that are good where it's under control. Like this one right here is, I think, really bad, and I'll explain why afterwards. So it's like the store's opening, the very front of the store. Everybody scans their membership in.
She said against the wall, I think, to the back.
It's like capture the flag, everybody just takes off.
Against the wall, she said, against the wall, she said.
So like way in the back.
Hey, don't do that, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go. Go.
Some of these dudes already got a cart full. They're going back to grab more.
Damn. Any more, no more?
More in the back.
Here, give me. There you go. Oh, you got fuck it. Hell yeah, let's go. I told you in the back, she said.
Crazy. So if you've ever walked into any of those wholesale stores, they're kind of laid out the same. And so they have them just scanning in and then running to like a far reach, a far corner of the store, kind of having them hidden back there. It's like, what's the point? We saw other stores where they have them set up front so that they can come in and have like an orderly line and people aren't getting trampled. And you saw there was like no employees back there. It was just grab as many as you can, total free for all. And a lot of these clips are from Costco, but this has been a problem at a lot of big retailers. But it seems like Costco really has an issue with this because a lot of times these packs are sold like under MSRP, and people know that to get in, you have to have your membership, so they're not going to have as much competition as like a Walmart or a Target. And this has been happening at Costco for quite a while. Here's like an older set.
So I heard Costco was restocking their 151 packs. I did not expect this. I got there 20 minutes early, hoping I'd be able to get a few, and people were running. They were like scavengers
These are
looking
for
for
like
their
little
last
tins,
meal.
not necessarily like
The
those
whole
huge
pallet,
boxes.
which is about $8,000, was cleaned out in less than a minute.
It makes you wonder how many of these people are just scalpers trying to get these for resale, or are they just collectors trying to get them on the initial release? Well, it wasn't just Pokemon cards, there was different sorts of Pokemon merchandise where we saw this same sort of behavior, and it was with some of the art that they came out with about a year or so ago. This is at a museum. So those Van Gogh art prints, cards, and like postcards, those have been sold out and they're still selling for highly inflated prices just because they're a collaboration with Pokemon. But back to the cards, what are the lengths that some of these scalpers go to try to ensure that they're getting good packs as if there's some sort of formula? Well, there's some debate that you can weigh packs and you'll understand the cards that are inside of them because of the printing material that are on. Because sometimes they'll be rare and like holographic, or they'll have a different sort of like art pattern to them that then they put holographic foil on. And if you weigh the pack, you can get a better idea of the odds that you have of getting good cards. And apparently some of the scalpers do this in public. This dude's got like one of those tiny scales just on the ground in like a grocery store, weighing every single pack. It's just so degenerate, man. Another scalper weighing packs. Just like right there in the toy aisle, just going through every one of them. but surprisingly enough, this guy can even find them there. And a lot of this behavior too is to grab and get as many boxes as you like possibly can. And there's been some content creators that like to flex on, look how much stock I have.
Anyways, who cares? So then we're back to chilling. I can't see. And there's a second.
Just so many boxes.
Oh God, the battle styles era. Oh, this was the worst. Everybody was.
And those were still like sealed up, had the label on them and everything. Like they fell right off the truck. Or worse, stolen right off the truck.
The state of Pokemon collecting in 2025 is wild. This set doesn't even release until next week, yet we're seeing people flaunting hundreds and hundreds of ETBs. It's either a stolen product or, more likely, someone paying off the right people, whether it's someone in distribution or further down the supply chain. The Pokemon Company's policies clearly prevents this, but we see it time and time again. What are your thoughts on this?
Just like continued all around that like living room, just, you know, tens of hundreds of boxes of those. And that set recently to come out too, this Prismatic Evolutions or something like that was called, and has been in the same boat as that other one, Blooming Waters. Sold out everywhere, people going absolutely crazy for it. Because inside that little box is just tons and tons of the booster packs. And so the scalpers are either selling the whole box or they're selling out each individual booster pack. Sometimes they're opening the packs trying to find certain cards or chase certain cards that are really rare, so then they can get those graded and try to sell it for, you know, a crazy high price. But this behavior is just wild. And recently McDonald's is doing a collaboration too, to where you can go in and you get a Pokemon themed Happy Meal, and it comes with like a little activity kit for the kids and then a booster pack of cards. But it's not like a big booster pack that comes with like 10, like I think it's the normal. It only has like 4 in it. But they've done this before and it was the same sort of problem. As soon as they would be coming in, there were some claims that restaurants would be selling out the whole entire stock like that day of which they would get them in. Or people coming in and buying like 100 Happy Meals and then just throwing the food away just to take the cards out of the Happy Meal. And we'd also seen it to where like the box that the distribution center would send out to all the different McDonald's that had the Happy Meal toys in it, this time being Pokemon cards, those boxes would be ending up on eBay before the restaurant has even released that Happy Meal set. So you could get like the distribution box that just has all of the stock in it, like on eBay for like thousands of dollars. And this is happening again with their current set. So it's like the lengths people will go to get this stuff, you know. I mean, a job at McDonald's maybe isn't that good, but still, you're gonna be stealing from that to try to flip it on eBay. I mean, pretty risky move. And so people have been wondering, why doesn't like Pokemon as a company or Wizards of the Coast, why don't they do something about it? There's been some news straight from the Pokemon Company and Wizards saying that they're aware of the scalping situation and they are really going to try to print as many as they possibly can of like this new set, Prismatic Evolutions. So that's got a lot of people thinking, you know, should I pay the scalped price or just wait? You know, will the scalpers have to end up dropping the price back down because it will become oversaturated and they'll be trying to move the merchandise off or reclaim some of the money that they had spent towards buying, you know, these hundreds of these boxes of boosters? Or will it really not be enough of a difference of more product coming into stock that it can't beat out what the scalpers have already grabbed? Or will they end up just grabbing all that too? And to that same extent, why don't the stores really enforce some sort of policy to help with this? We saw that Costco tried to, in some of their stores, enforce a 2-box limit. Some of the other stores were showing a 10-box limit. Well, Target's taking some steps to do the same thing.
What's up, everybody? Breaking news. Target on the news today actually just released a memo for people that buy Pokemon cards. So here it is. It says Target reserves the right to prohibit purchases of any merchandise to resellers. Resellers are defined as a company or a individual that purchases goods with the intention of selling them rather than using them. This includes individuals that exhibit behaviors such as pack searching and weighing. So, very interesting. Target cracking down more on scalpers. So this is actually a good thing for some of you guys that are always looking for product in the shop. And then a bad thing for the people that actually do resell.
So that's great to see the stores taking some sort of level 2 to control that, especially like saying, if we see you searching through packs or weighing packs like we saw earlier, you're just banned from buying cards. We're not going to sell them to you. Or if we suspect that you're a reseller, we're not selling them to you. So it's great that they're putting some sort of control in to try to fight the problem. But between Instagram and TikTok, there's so many content creators that also make a lot of money based on their views and impressions just by opening and showing off the cards. And it's almost like, you know, a dopamine hit for ripping the pack open to see what comes out. I mean, you can see this, there's hundreds, thousands of them doing this. A lot of them also run eBay stores, so it's like, you know, they're opening the packs, and if something comes out, they'll throw it on their store. A lot of them do giveaways too, which is pretty cool, because it's like, hey, tune into my content and I'll just give the cards away if there's stuff that I don't need, or they're duplicates, or, you know, just doing it for their fans. So that's awesome. And some of those content creators are wildly successful. But what if you were thinking you could just buy tons and tons of cards and be as successful just turning around, flipping them, and selling them? What if you went like $1,000 into debt and it ruined your life? Well, it's happened before and it wasn't pretty.
Hey, Dave. So I appreciate you taking my call. Yeah, I messed up big. Went behind my wife's back, racked up $26K in credit card debt in 4 months.
$26K.
And now she's filing for divorce.
What did you jack up 26K on?
Pokemon cards. Trying to buy a bunch and then sell them online, which didn't work out.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's filing for divorce.
Yes, she already filed, and
sounds like things were pretty rocky before.
Yeah, it's not because of these Pokemon cards. That was just the final straw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct.
Oh, man, that is rough. $26,000 of credit card debt on Pokemon cards to try to flip them and not being able to recoup back the cost. And then his wife says, we're getting divorced. I mean, that's a level of financial infidelity that's pretty high. And of all things, you know, Pokemon cards, while you might think it's a lucrative business, I can see how it would still sting for the debt to be coming from Pokemon cards. Yeah, not a good get-rich-quick scheme. But with a lot of the fights that were showing up on social media because of these recent packs, a lot of like big YouTube and content creators got involved and had to talk about it as well.
It's almost all people my age. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, there. Look at this. These animals. These f***ing animals. Look at this shit. What is going on? These are grown ass. Look at them.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, these are like pigs eating.
Just like stepping over all the packs. Some are eating crushed too.
Oh my god. They're feral. Oh, now he's mad. Yeah, you gotta bend down and pick him up off the floor, bro. Come on.
It's just too crazy. It's too much. And I don't know if this type of behavior with the scalpers will ever get better, whether it's the retailers trying to implement some sort of limit, or it's the publishers producing a lot more, but I hope something gets better because this behavior is just crazy. If you appreciated this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe so we can hang out again. Plus, it really helps new channels, so I definitely appreciate it. And if you have a question or comment, leave it below and I might feature it in one of my next videos. And YouTube thinks you'll like this video right here, so give that one a watch too. Until then, I've been Dustin Prime, and you've been you. And people, remember, be wary of scalpers and try not to pay their inflated prices. Until next time, see you later.